What's up, guys? Merely Moogie here, and today I'm going to be going over my picks for the top 10 flavor wins from One Piece trading card game Set 1 Romance Dawn. So for those of you that don't know, flavor in card games basically just means it's representation to the story. So in Magic the Gathering, there's cards with flavor text, and those cards tell a bit of the story. But for other games that use IPs that are already established, like Pokemon, Magic, and like today's topic, One Piece, there's already some established characters in the universe, and I'm going to be judging how well the cards represent those characters from the show in the card. So coming in at number 10, I have Eustace Captain Kidd, the 8-drop kid, and the reason I chose him is because first of all, there's not a lot of good flavors. Some of them are pretty, like, you would have to stretch pretty far, like Rush Zoro and Rush Sanji. Like, yeah, they're aggressive. That doesn't really make them too flavorful. So Kid, obviously, he has the power of magnetism. That's what his Devil Fruit provides, and making him the target isn't something that's technically in line with the show. He doesn't, attract or provoke people to only attack him, but magnetism, only being able to attack him, drawing people to him. That's why he barely makes the list at number 10 for me. So coming in at number 9, I have Momonosuke. So unlike Jewelry Bonnie, who also searches for a certain card type, Jewelry searches for supernovas, while Momonosuke searches for Land of Wano characters. Bonnie, kind of irrelevant. She's like actually one of the biggest loners of all the supernovas in general, so her card, not flavorful at all. It's just, it's a great card though. Much better than Momonosuke. But Momonosuke actually makes sense to be looking for Land of Wano. As for those of you who don't know, Momonosuke is the future ruler of Wano, and he has everyone who's intending to be loyal to him, so it just makes sense that he would, attract Land of Wano characters. Coming in at number 8, I've chosen the Pacifista card. So the only reason I chose this card is because of the text that allows you to have any number of copies of Pacifista in your deck, and because of that, I think it's pretty flavorful because there are almost an infinite number of Pacifistas. They're everywhere. The Navy seems to have an endless amount of them, and they're pretty disposable, just like the blocker, so Pacifista makes the list. Coming in at number 7, I've chosen Chachi and Penguin, mostly just for the fact that on play, Chachi and Penguin both help search the other one out, and in the show, you always see them together. They're a pair. They're seemingly Law's like third and fourth hand man behind Beppo, so and you never won't see them together. So the fact that they synergize in that way, that they want the other one in play with them, flavor win. So next on my list at number 6 is probably the biggest stretch I made, and that's why I didn't want to put it too high at the top, but I'm going to count it, at least for my sake. So coming in at number 6 is Doflamingo, and the reason I chose Doflamingo is because he sets up the top 5 cards of your deck, and in the show, Doflamingo has the power of strings. He's like a puppet master, and I thought it was a really cool representation of a way to pull the strings. So you're setting up the deck the way you want it to be, and unlike Perona, who does the same thing but doesn't really have any flavor with her, Doflamingo actually has a great little Easter egg of pulling the strings. So he comes in at number 6. Coming in at number 5, I've chosen this expletive, Conjuru, and we all hate him, of course, and his card fits that pretty well. He is, spoiler alert, a traitor. He betrays everyone in the Land of Wano, and especially the Akazaya 9, the Red Scabbards, and his card very uniquely shows that, and I was super happy when I read that. At first I thought he was really good. At first I thought he made your opponent discard a card, but he's actually on KO, you have to discard one of your own cards. So he's with you there, on the field doing his job, but when he dies, he stabs you in the back and he takes one of your resources away, making you discard a card. So actually a great flavor win. all my homies hate conjuru. So coming in at number 4, I have otama. The reason I chose otama is, for those of you who don't know, in the anime and the manga, otama has the devil fruit, and what she does is make like dumplings or something sweet out of her body. She can actually like make little treats and make food, and it actually comes up in the show. Kaido's beast pirates actually have like a weakness for it. When she gives it to them, they suddenly can't help themselves but being like passive toward hurting her and actually just obeying anything she asks them to do. The weaker ones obey what she asks them to do, just for the promise of more of those delicious treats. So her giving minus 2,000, you know, making something weaker by giving them little sweets, awesome flavor win. So coming in at number 3, I've chosen red hair Shanks. And Shanks is a great representation of something that is in the anime. For those of you that don't watch, it's called Conqueror's Haki. And Conqueror's Haki is basically having such an imposing will or imposing presence that you can make people collapse just by exerting that aura, that willpower. And the people that collapse are usually, you know, a lot weaker than you. They are feeble, they're untrained, you know, they're never gonna be able to take you in a fight. So it was a great way for Oda to introduce like getting the minions out of the way and making the fights just the big guns. And so Shanks's can't be blocked by 2k or less is a great representation of that. So coming in at number 2, I've chosen Tony Chopper, and I just thought it was a very cute decision to make Chopper able to bring Straw Hats back from the discard. You know, Chopper is the ship's doctor, for those of you that don't know, and for him to patch up a Straw Hat and get him back, you know, in fighting shape like he does in his card, I think it was an awesome choice. Great flavor win. So since you haven't seen him by now, you probably know who number 1 is, and it's gotta be one of the best cards in the set and one of the best flavor wins, Trafalgar Law. So for those of you who don't know, Trafalgar Law has the Ope Ope no Mi. Hope I pronounced that right. And basically, he has the power to create rooms. I'll show you a clip right now. And basically, he can swap the places of objects. And so, in both his leader and his card, it represents it greatly. It's his technique called Shambles, where he switched places with one object to another, and he can use it greatly defensively and offensively. So it's just like the card can. So it was a great flavor choice. It's a super cool way to incorporate it, and it obviously made him one of the most busted cards in the set. So great flavor. Alright guys, so that's my top 10 flavor wins in One Piece Set 1 Romance Dawn. Let me know if you liked the video. Thank you so much for your support. Please like and subscribe if you do, and I'll try and create more content like this, especially hyped to do this in Set 2. Peace.